In the well-known account in the book of Genesis regarding Lot, his angelic visitors, who appeared as men visiting the city, and the men of Sodom, many people are puzzled as to why the men of Sodom would continue to grope for the door even after the angels had struck the men with blindness. Genesis 19:11 reads, "And they smote the men that were at the door of the house with blindness, both small and great, so that they wearied themselves to find the door." The two references I will use for my explanation will be from the Reformed Baptist theologian John Gill commentary and the Peter Lang commentary, which was translated into English by the work of the Christian scholar and theologian Philip Schaff. John Gill quoted the Jewish poet, grammarian, and commentator Aben Ezra, who stated that the word for blindness, I'm not sure I can pronounce it, it's transliterated from the Hebrew as Caecitibus, Caecitibus, not sure, is an unusual word only used twice in the Bible, which is in Genesis 19:11 and also in 2 Kings 6:18. The meaning of the word can include both blindness in the eyes and heart. Gill states that these two references in the Bible denote a peculiar sort of blindness, not an entire blindness with respect to every object, but only with regard to that they were intent upon. In other words, the blindness was not a complete blindness. The blindness was perhaps a dulling or confusion of mind, which would not allow them to find the door, and kept the men of Sodom from completing the evil which they desired to do. The Lang commentary that I referred to earlier states that the blindness may have been resulting from a dazzling, very bright light in which the men could not find the door. The second reference is in 2 Kings 6:18, in which the prophet Elisha and his servant encountered the Syrian army. Elisha prayed for his servant's eyes to be opened to see the mountain full of horses and chariots of fire. That's in 2 Kings 2:16. And then Elisha also prayed to the Lord to strike the Syrian army with blindness. The Syrian army was then led to Samaria after Elisha told the army, "I will bring you to the man you seek." That's 2 Kings 6:19. The same word for blindness was used, and we know that this was not a physical blindness because the army was able to see where it was going in its travel to Samaria. After the army's arrival to Samaria, Elisha prayed again for the Lord to open the eyes of the Syrian army again. Therefore, we see in these two instances in Scripture that this particular word for blindness was to keep evil men from completing their deeds and to aid in keeping God's people from harm.